Ordinary love. Oh. Ordinary.
Oh, I don't think.
What is? Oh, this is hilarious.
Because, yeah, she doesn't do that. It's kind of related because she was in Wicked. I couldn't find anything Wicked. Taylor's a big fan of
Adina?
that and Frozen.
Oh. Whoa, great costume change.
Ooh.
I love it.
I like the reindeer. We do this around Christmas time. Oh, we always said that we should do a Disney movie. I don't know if we should do Frozen, but
This is a clusterfuck. I can't believe this exists.
this is at their concert. This was not like on TV or anything. What a cool surprise guest.
The fireworks would be falling on him.
I don't know how big. I don't know. Fireworks work. Oh, it was 6 minutes. Okay, I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was this long. Anyway, yeah, you never know who'll show up at a Taylor Swift concert. Also, I have a link. Another link I have is actually. I know we went to see Wicked, but actually you can watch the entire show on YouTube. So who cares? Right? What do we do? Yeah.
Oh, the 2015 tour.
Yeah. So it's basically, yeah, and it's pretty up close. So you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So if you guys want to watch Wicked, just search it on YouTube, and you can see it from a few years ago. Anyway, this is what we saw. This is our Wicked episode. You want a very special episode?
Yeah, a very special episode. Martin and I went to the theater together.
Yeah, went to.
It was fun. It was fun to go. I thought our seats ended up being great, even though we got the cheap seats.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it ended up working
think
great.
most seats in theaters work out well. Most of the time, even if it's a buy, I've always been able to see it pretty good. And
yeah, there was a
enjoy it.
woman who was like, because
yeah.
it's really steep in the opera house in the second tier. There's this woman who was like terrified of heights, and she had like the first row.
Yeah.
And she was like, freaking out.
Yeah, she was like
Trying to get down
rock
there.
climbing or something.
Yeah.
Like holding on to the rail. And I was like, hey, why'd you buy that fucking ticket? I mean, jeez.
I just don't think people understand. She probably never she either never been there or never sat up there before. I don't think people understand how steep it is in the tiers of a theater.
Yeah.
I remember I was really scared because I had tickets to see Hamilton.
Right?
Yeah. And I was in like the last row of like the mezzanine, and I was really scared. I kept like looking down.
So steep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I talked to Phil about this. I think in Hamilton, we both feel like not affected when Hamilton dies because we find his character rather annoying.
Oh, really?
And I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or if it's because Manuel Miranda played it, but like the Alexander Hamilton character kind of annoying. Aaron Burr is the better. He's like a regular guy, cool, good guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the point is that like Burr is really the hero in that particular story.
Yeah, I just felt
he is the better character.
Yeah, you feel for him. You're like, oh, that sucks. He's the least irrational guy. The one time he did something irrational. But anyway, the point I just found Alexander. Oh, sorry.
Texted you by mistake.
Sorry. Well, tax break, everybody. Okay. Sorry. I saw it was from you. I thought you were going to give me points. Like, hey, keep it along. Okay. Anyway, I just thought Alexander had that character was like kind of annoying. I was going.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think like Burr is supposed to be, it's written so that Burr has like a bit more. And I think it's written that way kind of on purpose because one, like, he's the figure that's been kind of like
he's
cast in history that and also
guy.
I think if you look at like the original cast, like Leslie Odom Jr. is the one who won the Tony for
I don't mean cool guy in the usual way.
But he's the one who won the Tony for lead actor that year, not Lin-Manuel Miranda. So I think it was also recognized. Also, I mean, I think he gave the superior performance.
You might be more talented.
Well, I mean, Lin-Manuel Miranda isn't the best singer, and that's why he's written shows to cast himself in.
How you do it? So he's
Well, I mean, that's kind of like how. I mean, he's very gifted in that way, but I mean, I think that's. He kind of used that formula because I don't think he would have necessarily been cast in the caliber of productions he has written if he hadn't written them, you know?
That's fair.
Like, he isn't at the level of some of the other people.
His writing.
Yeah, his writing is, but like, he's like one of those people where it's like he has a very nice voice. He's very capable, but when you put him beside like the best singers, you know, in the country, in the world, you know.
Yeah.
But it's very clever what he's done. But
and
but
we saw Wicked though. We saw Wicked. And
I mean, like Wicked is one of the best musicals. It's
Jenny's fourth time, right?
Yeah, it was my fourth time seeing it.
My first time. I always wanted to see it now.
Yeah, I first saw it with my mom when I was a kid, and we loved it. I definitely think the the cast wasn't my favorite this time.
Yeah,
but I mean the thing's been running for a really long time.
When I saw Hamilton, I didn't like. I mean the guy who played Bert. I mean, and it's hard to compete when you've already seen Leslie Odom Jr. do it, and we see some other guy who's kind of like, oh, I didn't think it was as. I didn't like that guy's portrayal.
Yeah, I saw the first. Did you see the first national tour?
I think, there was like, what, 2018?
I thought it was like great. I thought it was better.
I don't know if that was the main guy or I don't know.
I like the tour cast I liked the best. I forget which one it was the one I saw in North Carolina, not the one I saw here.
Wicked or Hamilton?
No, Hamilton. But yeah, I mean, Wicked is just like
a fun
it's
show.
So fun. It's such a like blockbuster show. It's just like so perfect, you know? Like, I don't know, when I think about it and I think about Wicked being the introduction to a lot of kids to like musical theater, I just think it's so special. And yeah, it's just so like the set's so like splashy, like it's almost unnecessary, some of it, but yeah, I mean there's so many good songs in it. It's such a fun show. There are a few things that I feel like haven't aged as well.
You do have
like the Nessa and her like when they're saying like I'm stuck in this chair and all of that, I was like, that's like probably not how like disability advocates want us to like talk about this. So
and you find out that the house falls on a girl in a wheelchair, right? Like,
right.
Jeez, guys. I was like, I guess by then she could walk, but still, disabled considered.
Yeah.
And when-
There's just a couple of things
Yeah,
where I'm
yeah.
like, I feel like they could just go and tweak some of the
Yeah.
lines and it would be
'Cause
like
when
so
she-
much better.
When she could walk, she gets out of the chair and can walk again. When it was like magic or something.
Yeah.
The guy who likes her is like, oh, you're perfect now. You can walk. Oh, you're perfect.
Yeah, but it's funny because it's not that he like at first you think he like is attracted to her because she can walk now, but he's like, oh, perfect. I don't have to take care of you anymore.
Oh,
So
that's
now I can
even
go
worse.
be with the person I like.
It's even worse.
No, I think the former would be worse.
They're
but,
both bad.
Yeah, but yeah. So
Okay,
it was
well, okay.
also
It's
the
still, I don't take care of you even worse. My but oh hey, I didn't here's a good story that it's kind of related. I didn't tell Graham this, but I went to this is a disabled community story. When I went to eat pizza, it was like after I did a set, and it was like a pizza place next door. I'm eating the pizza, and this lady comes up to me, and she does something like this. She goes, "Are you okay? I don't know sign language." And I was like, I don't know it either. What the fuck do I know? And then
I told him he needed to tell the story on stage.
yeah, and she was like, can you make it home? Are you able to make it home? Have you been drinking at all? And just like signing, and I was like, thumbs up, well, good.
It's so offensive.
That lady, that's white woman confidence. Be like, I'll take care of this
Yeah,
guy,
let me
take
go.
care of her, do this sign language. I don't even know.
So did she just see you or had she like
Just saw, and I wasn't even wearing earmuffs or anything. I was, I was just like this, and yeah, she saw me just sitting there eating my pizza, and she comes up to me. She's like, "Are you okay?" I
dude,
know.
fuck her?
You know
Like,
sign language?
I'm glad she's lucky I wasn't there. I
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I
out.
usually am chill about it. It's like I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
it alone. And there was another. But that same night, our friend Eliza gets invited. Some stranger comes up to her, invites her to a party, and I was like, I want that stranger. Strangers come up to me and think I'm fucking deaf. I'm not even get invited to the party. Okay, come on. In fact,
Yeah, both are scary,
and to be fair, Liza did not go to the party. It was a weird party. She was like, at this audience member at the comedy show was like, yeah, we're having an after party. You're like, after party for what? Like,
Cafe St. X?
no, hotbed. It's like, you weren't even on the show. Like, you're just.
Yeah, we're having an after party. It's so wild when people are like, yeah, like, let's get these comedians to
Yeah.
come. And I'm like,
I
all
don't
these
think you
people
want
are
that.
kind of bummers.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't
a
want
lot of these
that.
people are just bummers.
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah. I don't know. They just expect people to be on all the
Yeah.
time. But
And
that's
then,
a fucking crazy story.
then last week, another incident, like a few days later, no one thought it was deaf, but it was some show. There was like an out of town comic. He was like introducing himself, we're talking. He's like a nice guy. And then he goes, yeah, just to like address the elephant in the room, what do you have? And I was like, I didn't like the phrase elephant in the room.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was
the
like,
hell?
geez, dude.
Yeah,
Geez.
right?
Wait, will you text me who this person was?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
I-
Pretty lame.
But
Yeah.
he's out of town, though. He's on
Yeah,
around.
but I want you to text me who it is. I want to know.
Okay, I think you sent me a Facebook request. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The elephant in the room.
I don't
I
like
know what
that.
everybody's thinking about in here.
Yeah, I was like, jeez, bro. Yeah, I was like, okay.
What the what
I
the
thought I
fucker?
wanted then, there's a way to ask about elephant in the room. I'm like,
It's also like, yeah, for you maybe. Like I'm just going about my day. Like
Yeah.
you're revealing something about yourself.
yeah,
like,
I guess.
whatever.
I didn't think, yeah. Then I
Wow.
told him, he was like, I never met anyone with MD. You're my first guy. It's like he's checking off the list or something. It's like, jeez. And, I didn't think, I don't know. I didn't do that with him or anything,
Yeah.
He was like a brown guy. It was like, so you Indian or Pakistan? I didn't do that. I wasn't thinking that either.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like
Anyway, yeah, I didn't like the phrase elephant.
I don't like that.
Then at the airport, it was actually more nicer to me when I was walking around, and I realized when I came out the bathroom, I had drips on, so it looked like I was walking around with peed pants. the guy was like, "Oh, hey, you need anything?" I was like, "That's my airplane," and I was like, it drips, you know. That's happened more than once when I had like a drip. So
It's really hard when you're on the road.
yeah. Anyway, that's our contribution to the disabled community tonight.
Yeah.
The wheelchair thing at the musical, and my own struggles and people thinking I'm worse off than I am. So,
Well, yeah,
people, it's like everyone think, you first meet me, you're like, oh, dude, seems like a nice guy, and then after you get to know him, you're like, the guy's an asshole.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I ever thought you were a nice guy.
I'm a nice, okay.
I don't recall ever like.
Well, a lot of
thinking.
people do.
I think I was just like.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
You got them that know everybody. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this was a really fun show for us to see too because you have done some wicked witch drag yourself.
Yeah, I did. That was. Oh, sorry, I didn't.
That was so. Oh, are you good?
That your mic. Yeah, sorry I didn't send my picture. I didn't include that.
Maybe you can send it after.
All right, just go to Instagram or something. Right?
Yeah, it's on the Living Room Show's Instagram.
Yeah. So anyway, I dressed up. I dressed up like the Wicked Witch of the West, who is.
That was so fucking awesome at that show though, because that was such a good show, and also like you fucking destroyed.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
I was even on the show. I just showed up, and I guess somebody was late or something. You guys do it.
No, we just put you on.
And then, so to describe this picture to the audience, I want to say it for the record, okay, I swear you said something like, slutty Wizard of Oz or trashy. That's what
I just said we were doing Wizard of Oz.
No,
and Martin,
no.
Martin
said
took that
was,
to, yeah.
You said it was like sexy Wizard of Oz or hot.
I was basically saying the instructions were to the group were just to look scary or hot or like something. Basically, don't show up here in a shitty ass costume.
Okay, I guess I just heard the hot part, and I went with that because I showed up. I ordered a leotard, a black leotard, It was a big girl's leotard. That was the name of it. Big girl's leotard. Ages like 12, 19. And then I wore that, and I had no leggings, just my legs. And then I had to find some green makeup I tried to put on. The makeup was tough. It wouldn't stay on. I got the nose and a hat. But anyway, it's mainly just me wearing a leotard. And most people without the hat just thought I was Beyonce, and that was the big one.
They did.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Beyonce, and I was like, no, it's...
Producer fails right now.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Let's take the email. Yeah. But anyway, then I show up, everyone's like dressed like modest Wizard of Oz or something. Like no one did. Like nobody else is in a leotard. Like Don looked like an actual scarecrow, like just a regular scarecrow.
I mean,
And
Christine was a sexy lion.
yeah, which sorry.
The group photo we have from Halloween that year is good.
Hey Grant, I'm sending you just a regular photo right now. But yeah, people were just dressed normal. And I remember I was like, I was, oh, I almost, I felt once I walked in. Oh, also this was 2020, and because I had a fake nose, I was like, oh, I'm not able to wear a mask. So I also showed I'm not wearing a mask. And anyway, that's the first picture I took once I
Yeah,
finished dressing up. I've heard it's actually
you always get weird comments from guys about your legs too. They're like, Martin has really nice legs. Like,
yeah, people.
Is that in the room with no windows?
Yes, that's in my base. That was in my
a dark
base.
time.
Yeah, that was. I took that. That I think I sent you. I think I sent Grant like the regular me just in the leotard. I think when I first put out the leotard, I text that. No, I'm saying yeah. But what people don't know is actually that leotard. Like that show was like started at like 7:30 or 8. That leotard literally came at like 6. It almost didn't happen, guys. I was kind of close. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This leotard isn't here yet, and it all kind of worked out. And yeah, I did. I with the nose, I couldn't wear the mask, and then you got really mad at me when I came into your house because I didn't have a mask on. But I was like, I got green paint.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't want anything happening to shut this show down. It was very stressful running shows during COVID. And then an audience member told us she had COVID after the show. And so we were like trying to figure out what do we fucking do. And then it was like a rapid test and she got like a PCR and it was like a false positive or something. She didn't actually have COVID. And now people just fucking whatever.
People don't care.
But yeah, that was pre-vaccine, so it was very stressful.
It looks like it's the way I looks like I got the vaccine, right? Because the after effects. Right? You know what I mean? But
It makes your nose long.
yeah, it turns your and that face paint was gross. Scary and anyway.
Yeah, you've had some pretty iconic costumes, Martin, like Black Swan.
I wore the same leotard and that, and I did your show like the next summer, and
Christmas in July.
Christmas in July, and I was like, okay, I gotta top this,
You're Mrs. Claus.
No, I wore the actual lingerie.
Yeah.
But I just sent you the group photo, so this is in context about everyone looked besides me. Okay, I thought it was hot and I hope I sent that to you. I thought it was hot and sexy, Wizard of Oz, and then just check out the group photo. It's like regular Wizard of Oz, and then you just have for some reason I don't have pants on. It's just. See, everyone looks pretty normal as Wizard of Oz.
Marty face.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that was
People look pretty normal, I've been told I have nice legs,
I found actually in my closet the other day these are the second pair of pants I ordered for Tin Man, where I was like, okay, if there's something wrong with like the skin tight ones, like I'm gonna wear these. And then I was like, oh fuck, like I need to wear these out. They're like, yeah.
Oh, you wore them more than once.
No, I never wore them because those worked, but it was like, that's a unitard actually with like a jacket over it. but I was like, I feel like I need a backup.
Yeah. I thought you wore the thing for a space person.
Yeah, I
Astronaut.
wore that unitard the next year as well. We had a space themed show, so I wore the unitard with a NASA jacket, and then I ended up wearing that at Halloween
Yeah.
the next year because we were coming off that club weekend. And
Yeah. I walked around in my leotard in a jacket. It was. Oh, we gave me it, Graham. I sent you one more email, Graham, of the Christmas in July costume. That also was a story. Yeah, because I was like, how do I top the leotard? So then I looked up this, it's like a corset kind of.
yeah,
It was like his lingerie.
the audience was not ready.
That's true. That show wasn't as hot as a Halloween show. I feel like they weren't as into it when I
No, because it was July. It was hot.
Yeah.
This was cicada season.
Yeah, it was
and
so
then
loud.
also the show had been rained out.
Yeah.
So this was like the second go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and with that one, it came with this G string, but it was like made for women because it would not work with my junk. So then I actually ordered a regular man thong, right? But then I was like, this seems like too much. So then I had to go find whitey tighties, and you can't buy a single pair of whitey tighties. So I bought this whole pack of whitey tighties for like $25 at JCPenney, and now I have like 6 pairs of whitey tighties I like never wear. But yeah,
but you have them if you need them.
I do have my whitey tighties, so that costume could have been even more revealing.
That way, I would do that.
Well, you just don't.
You go for it, man. It's confidence.
Yeah, you just don't think about it when you're on stage.
Just the one you cried in your car before?
I cried in my car before. I didn't cry in my car, but when I came to the Wizard of Oz, I was like, what am I doing? Because I saw everybody. I was like, I'm fucking stupid. Why?
The moment where
No,
it got
it was
real.
so iconic. And then when you were at the next weekend, oh my God, people were talking about that for like months. They were like, that guy was so fucking funny. They were like, we love the Wicked Witch.
Yeah, so I guess it worked out. But at the time, once I got there and got the reality, I'm like, I'm the only
Well,
guy.
this one, I'm just like, oh my God, Martin, because we were just wearing like Santa hats. This is not a full costume event.
I want to be fair. I had a Christmas sweater on over it that I took off at the end. So the actual main costume was a Christmas sweater, and then no pants, and you saw my stockings.
You're just like glistening.
Yeah. Dude, it was July.
It was so hot.
It was pretty hot. It was, but so I have a lot of.
That's part of the problem. Like, so the Halloween show, one, it was cold, but not too cold.
Yeah.
And people are just so happy to have something to do. And then this one, it was just like hot, and audiences aren't as good when they're too hot.
Yeah,
like
or too cold. You need a
that Halloween show. I think that was one of the best shows we ever had. Like it was such a fun night.
Yeah, that was like back then we were doing outdoor shows. It was like just starting to get cold, and we're like, no, it doesn't get really cold in February. Then after the first week of November, everybody was like, let's take a break from show.
Yeah,
it's too
we
cold,
were
guys.
like, we tried to do one more, and that was the space one, and it was people were too cold.
Yeah,
we had blankets and everything. Yeah.
It gets too cold in November for outdoor shows. So we all.
A comic whose name I won't mention on air, but I was so mad at our like space shows getting cold, and we had like blankets for people. And the comic said on stage, I see all you guys with your smallpox blankets. And I was like, don't act like they're going to get sick. Like, don't make them think they're going to get COVID from a blanket.
Jeez,
Thank you for zapping the energy out of my backyard. Like, yeah, I was so mad.
What a reference.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my connection to Wicked. So.
Wait, should we do those other photos you sent real quick too?
Well, no.
Did you send Black Swan?
No. Oh, that. Oh, fuck. That was Groundhog Day. I'm sorry.
What is that? A groundhog booty or something?
I guess, yeah. The other one. I just thought it was funny. This is during all the, Black Lives Matter protests, and this is what Wicked Musical tweeted, and I thought it was very tone deaf and kind of funny.
Hardcore, bro.
Yeah, that's what they tweeted during the.
Yeah, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah, and people were like, "What's the green hand mean?" You know?
We get it.
Yeah, it was pretty tone
Did
deaf.
they get shit on for it?
Yes, that's why I remember it, because people were like, "What's the green hand? What are you trying to say?" Anyway, I thought it was funny. It was pretty. Everybody,
When we defy hate, we defy gravity.
Yeah,
That's so embarrassing.
yeah, it's pretty. That week, everybody.
Also, for like a multi-million-dollar musical, you gotta have a better social media person than that.
Yeah, we stand with that was.
Somebody put that together, like edited
Yeah,
the photo.
yeah.
They're
So I
little-
got paid.
They're like 23-year-old,
Intern.
like white gay, like social media coordinator. Okay, I think this. Like,
Yeah, they still love it.
yeah, post.
Anyway, I just thought that was funny when they did that. But hey, that's pretty funny, right? That's when they put their ass in it.
That's awful.
Wicked?
Yeah,
Tin
it's
Man
big.
and the Lion?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Sorta.
You
see them before.
You see who their characters, and then they become like
The lion.
yeah. So they're like different characters, and then you're like,
yeah.
oh, that person becomes
But-
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dorothy is never
Yeah.
shown, but like there are scenes like they talk about her, and then like the scene where like she's stuck in like the cellar in the Flying Monkeys one, like they show her shadow in the cellar,
Yeah.
but yeah, she's not an actual person cast in it.
Yeah, they explained everything, even the flying monkeys. They get the musical is very like pro animal rights in a really weird way. Because the professor, who's like a goat man, gets fired because he's a goat man, and then the wizard, what's he trying to do to animals? Like make them not.
Because animals can talk and have
Yeah.
jobs and stuff,
Yeah,
and they're
it's like a
they're like,
weird-
we're not gonna let the animals like
Yeah.
have jobs.
Yeah, it's like a weird animal rights message, maybe, where it's like, animals have no rights.
Deep message about prejudice and all of
it's
that.
just weird
but-
they use animals for it. I don't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey guys, they defy hate. Okay, that hand should have been the goat's hand. Because they're like, hey, our musical, we talk about defying hate, except with a goat man and a flying monkey and a lion. The lion was like a pet or something. That part was kind of
the
weird.
lion cub was like a pet.
Yeah, but actually, I think with the guy who turns into the Tin Man, I don't think it really worked with the movie The Wizard of Oz. I don't think it really translates well, because in the movie, the Tin Man said he's been stuck like that for years, and I don't think he'd been the Tin Man for that long.
Yeah, they're not. Are they really trying to do the movie though?
I mean, it's related. I don't know.
Because aren't the shoes silver?
I think it's. Oh yeah, you're right. In the book, it is silver.
Yeah.
In the original book, they are. Okay, maybe they're trying to do the book. Well, it's based on an actual book. Wicked.
Because I think I don't
The
remember what
book-
it was
in
in
the
the.
book-
I read all the Oz books when I was a kid. There are like 15 of them.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say that too. That there are sequels to the Wizard of Oz and all that.
Yeah, I
so
love them.
Where's the Wicked sequel, guys?
It was funny. I found out years later too that my grandma had read like all of them when she was a kid and really without
damn.
talking about it, I like had read all of them.
You're just
really
like your
liked it.
grandma.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, where's the Wicked musical? Where are they now?
Ew.
Alfie and whoever,
Oh, what you think happened to them?
Yeah, because their sequels, they have like 15 bucks.
Well, so they're the Oz books, and
Yeah.
then but those that's not what this is based on.
I'm just saying, if it's in the same
Yeah.
universe. I know it's based on actually being Wicked, but and they did make a sequel. They made one of the sequels into a movie back in the 80s.
Yes.
See
I
that
saw
one?
that one. Yeah, that one scared me.
I like that. That one's, yeah, I think I like it because it's more darker. But yeah. But yeah, this, I guess, technically isn't based on the, L. Frank Baum books.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's based on this book. It's based on a book that is based on his character. So, anyway, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's funny how Wicked is just like this incredible musical, but the actual book it's based off on like isn't that good and didn't get like the greatest reviews. But the musical is like incredible.
The movie is pretty good. Movie's pretty. Yeah, I like The Wizard of Oz.
No, I mean the
Oh, the Wicked book. Sorry.
Wicked.
We had so yeah. I'm getting confused with the books. But speaking of Wicked movie, that is coming out. It's coming out next Christmas.
yeah, Cynthia Erivo is Elphaba.
Yeah, Ariana Grande is Glenda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they got Jeff Goldblum, the Wizard. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's coming out 2024. So we're doing it before everybody. You know, we're ahead of the game. And the woman who's the main role, I guess I didn't really know her that well.
Cynthia Erivo
She's the main role.
as Elphaba?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
she's,
sorry. What should I know her from?
but she's I mean she's like really really well respected and well known in the theater community.
Because I don't know theater that well.
Yeah, I mean she is actress.
I saw she played Harriet in the Harriet Tubman movie. So that's basically the only thing I really knew. What's
She won an Emmy for playing Aretha Franklin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean she's like yeah, that's great. Lucky for them that they have someone that good playing this role.
And Ariana Grande, all right.
Yeah, but I mean Cynthia Erivo is like a musical theater person. She has gone and done other stuff, but like she always like returns to the theater.
Well,
I think like I get that they need like a big name to sell tickets, like Ariana Grande to get like that, but I'm glad
she played Annie. Okay, growing up, she was Annie.
Yeah, like I know like it just doesn't like I know she's like capable. I just don't know if that's like I don't really see her being like Glenda,
yeah. I don't know about that.
Maybe she'll be awesome.
Like the Les Mis thing, right? All the people.
Except I don't think there was many actual theater actors in Les Mis.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Then it
Yeah. Well, the thing about Les Mis is the dude who played Marius, Eddie Redmayne. Dude, he had such a Kermit the Frog voice when he sang. He really, you remember? Yeah, it didn't bother anybody.
I just don't really like Les Mis
At all. I
like some of the music, but I've never wanted to go see Les Mis.
They don't really act out though. Mostly it's just people standing on stage. They don't really have So yeah, they don't. It's basically just people standing on stage.
I had some family member who had who was on like a work trip and had a choice between seeing Les Mis or Wicked, and I was like, you should go see Wicked. Like,
I do like the music a lot.
Yeah, I do too. But if you're not really a theater person and this is your one shot to see something on Broadway, go see Wicked.
Be real, guys. Be real.
Go viral and be real.
This one's for our audio listeners.
Are you trying to connect with your students better? Why are you on Be Real?
Cool.
Yeah.
That's what people do. Okay, I'll get grand in this one. Oh, okay. I think that's the best we can do. Okay.
Great.
Also, you probably should cut this out.
You heard about this?
I think this is exactly what our loyal listeners come for. This
Well, you
content.
know about Be Real.
As long as you're
Right.
not saying something offensive, I don't think we need to cut
Good.
it out.
Everyone's on Be Real, guys. Yeah, you take a picture every day. You're like, this is what I'm doing my podcast. Anyway,
This is what I'm doing a podcast. Now I'm lifting some weights.
yeah. Drinking my protein
I'm drinking my
shake.
protein shake.
Anyway.
Now I'm going to an open mic.
This is
I'm a bro.
So anyway, Mario said Les Mis. That's what he sounds like. Kermit the Frog here. That's a good impression, right? Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? I saw the school of Sally in middle school. They sang that song, and they give a solo to the kid with a frog voice. Like that guy. You need a kid with a voice like that. It's like, you know. It was like,
Yeah, I think you should
voice to me.
sell
She
tickets
was
to your Eddie
just
Redmayne impression.
Run the blood of angry man, black the dawn of angel's path. So yeah,
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
that was good. That's my sorry.
Yeah.
I have a good Marius impression.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can tell this has been too much stimulation for you, and you need to go to bed.
I have a good Kermit the Frog.
I don't know if you can handle.
What's wrong with my
Yes.
Kermit.
Doing 2 episodes is more convenient for me
Yeah.
at a time, but I don't know if you can handle it.
I'm doing good, I thought. It's because I'm
Well,
starting.
everyone, be real. And then, do you want to hear my Kermit the Frog impression?
Because the guy sounds like Kermit. I'm sorry. And I have a good Kermit, okay? Yeah, it's okay. Wow. Anyway, guys, no. And the Munchkin guy, not a little person. However, in the books, they're not little people. They're just shorter people. It wasn't until the movie wasn't. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they're just munchkins.
Yeah, I guess you can say hobbits. Yeah, it wasn't until the movie that they're like, oh, the little people, and then. But yeah, I really want the Lollipop Guild to be in this. So I was pretty disappointed. I didn't see the Lollipop Guild.
Yeah.
I just think I don't know what they do actually. I don't know. Do you get voted on the guild or? Okay, I think now you're out of this.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know how you get into the Lollipop Guild, Martin.
Yeah, I just
It's like Knights of Columbus.
it's that prestige. Yo,
Yeah.
I am a knight of Columbus, bro.
Bar.
Yeah.
Where's your sword, bro?
So that's at a certain level you get the sword. My the feather. My grandfather had a Knights of Columbus sword.
Right.
Then he died. He didn't give it to me. He gave it to his son, his only son.
You have it?
I'm not my grandfather's son.
Oh.
My uncle. But now my uncle also dead. I don't know where that sword is.
It.
Yeah.
I think you gotta find that sword.
And then, before my uncle died, my mom had bought him some Beats headphones. And then he died, and I was like, so, where are the headphones?
Did you really ask
No, I didn't
for your
fucking
dead
ask.
uncle's
Come on.
Beats headphones?
Come on.
Oh my god.
Come on, I didn't ask. So, I think my grandfather wore purple. I don't think he was the green guy.
Ooh, is the green higher?
I have no
In the
idea.
front, he looks pretty important.
I think it looks like it's higher. I think my grandfather was my grandfather's role was called a faithful navigator. So is that the Pope? Anyway, yeah, I'm a knight. It's not hard to become a knight, actually. I don't think that might be more of a bishop. Yeah, I don't know. The only reason why they made Knights of Columbus is because it wouldn't allow Catholics to become Freemasons. So Catholics were like, oh yeah, well, we got sword stuff. And then that's,
Oh, is Knights of Columbus Catholic?
yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
It's like some weird fraternal thing.
I think they gave me a scholarship though.
They do give scholarships.
No, maybe it wasn't Knights of Columbus.
Might be the Shriners give scholarships. Yeah.
What was the love story in this musical though?
Oh no, the cool popular guy comes and
He's a Winky Prince.
Oh what?
A Winky Prince. Remember the Winkies?
Oh.
And they're the ones with the big like puffy hats in the Wizard of Oz movie.
Oh, there's
they're
like people
they're like
who
army.
they
Yeah.
march.
Oh.
They
Yeah.
march. Okay, dun dun dun.
Yeah, so he's
yeah.
a Winky Prince. He's
Oh.
he's a
Do
bad boy.
Do they say he's a wiki person?
They do.
Okay, I
And
guess.
yeah, they do. He's a Winky
Yeah,
Prince.
yeah. And
They're like, oh my god, that bad boy Winky Prince is enrolled at like our school. There's some
And-
line about it.
yeah, and he
Fiero.
plays by his own rules. He's like, let's chill. He sings my fave song in the show. Dancing through life, ba 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 ba, da da da. That's how it sounds in the show. Da da da. So, yeah, and he ends up with the green girl nobody likes, and yeah, but then he becomes a scarecrow. So he finally accepts her when he becomes ugly. Yeah. So that's yeah. That's what they end up together because they're gonna run away or whatnot, and then what they don't. Okay, we both agree they didn't really explain how she survived that well.
Yeah.
There's we all know like the water goes on the witch or whatnot. They melt, but I guess in this one she's able to hide like under the well.
Yeah, she like goes under the trap.
But you only see it through the shadow, or you see
Yeah.
her melt. They don't really explain how that happened, really. But then after everyone's gone and Dorothy goes back home, her and the now scarecrow I guess maybe he's still a prince, but now he's also scarecrow. They run away together and live
Yeah.
happily.
Yeah. Presumably. So I also always thought Tay Diggs was the original Fiero in Wicked. And
No,
he
not
wasn't.
Fiero. No. There's another guy who's the original. I looked it up. He
Yeah,
won.
but I'm saying I'm
Oh.
getting ready to say something. No, I was saying I always thought he was the original one. I didn't realize he was just like one of the notable replacements.
Oh, okay.
So I just assumed since he and Adina Menzel were married that he had been like.
How they met. What a
Yeah, but
great
it's how they-
story.
Did they meet in?
I don't know about. I just said that. I don't know anything what I'm talking about. But
No, I know, but he was in Rent.
they probably met at Rent because I think Rent came out before Wicked. So I bet they probably met in Rent.
Well, he was.
Or just around the theater scene, like he was.
Yeah. But I just was saying I always assume that.
Yeah. So they yeah. Happily. I
think Rent was in 96. So
Yeah.
yeah, he would have met her in 96. Yeah.
I think I would think I probably relate to the Cowardly Lion the most, but I think I walk like the Scarecrow. So, Which one are you, Jenny? Which are you Dorothy? Are you the witch? Are you
I think
Glinda?
I think I relate to the Tin Man and Elphaba the most.
Why the Tin Man?
Yeah.
Why the Tin Man?
But
No
because
heart.
yeah, like I relate to that.
All right, begin. You say you didn't like the way Alphaba was played. In your head.
I didn't really like the way
Well,
she played her. I feel like the show's been running for so long that it's like each person who gets cast, they try to make it their own somehow. And I don't want you to make it their own. I just want you to play it as best you can. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Also, sometimes live, I don't know, sometimes when I see the show live, I think they sing the songs faster than I hear it. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes like, this song's way faster live. I don't know if that's true or not, but I get that vibe. But anyhow, no, Jenny just didn't like how the person played. But
Yeah.
that's it. Anyhow, okay, I can. Yeah, I can do another minute, guys. I'm gonna summarize those Kermit. No, I'm not.
Oh, please don't.
No, I'm not.
All right. Ready, set, go.
Hey guys, Wicked tells the story of how the Wicked Witch came to be. She was born green, and then her sister is like in a wheelchair, and then you go to some school, and they relate to people differently. And you find that the wizard, she always wants to meet the wizard, then we find out he's a bad guy who doesn't like animals to have rights, and then she's green, has powers, she reveals them, and then she goes away, and then she comes back and tries to save everyone from the bad wizard, and then everyone kind of accepts her in the end, and then everybody they live happily ever after and stuff, and we find out that the wizard is like her father because he got rid a witch. Anyway, I try to remember the little thing. Well, hey, next musical we got Jagged Little Pill is coming, right?
Oh yeah, we'll have to see if we can go see that.
Yeah, March, or maybe Kermit will come. Right in the. It wasn't that bad of a voice. Okay. Well,
Ron Bros,
you're welcome to sing, Jenny, but
we encourage you to go out to the theater this 2023.
Yeah, there's Rock of Ages. I think you guys will.
I think you guys would really like it.
Rock of Ages, or yeah.
Martin's developed a curated list of musicals for our listeners.
Cabaret is kind of be dressed like I did at the summer Christmas in July show with stockings and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. You can say bye.
It's over. Drop the mic.
Hey, bye. Stop recording everything. It's done.
Let's hear it, Martin.
Love, oh, ordinary